this is where it's at. I mean, this is the biggest game on the planet.
Are you ready for the Grand Gaming League? This is going to change everything.
It's the grind gaming community. It's our legacy.
Every life, there is a line that cannot be crossed without leaving everything behind, except faith. Once that step is taken, there is no looking back, and all that lies ahead is destiny.
Soul's exposed. I yearn to feel the change all through my body, but something exciting all through my body, but something exciting all through my body, but something exciting. Desire, a warm-blooded beast with a beautiful smile. All through my body, but something exciting. All through my body, but something exciting.
Alright guys, welcome back to the Grind Gaming League. It is day 2, week 2 for the Baron League. I am Logan Catmarogo Fielding. Today joining me we have our fearless founder, GG Marco.
What's up everyone? Here today we have a very special game. First I'd like to give a huge shout out to Hesh from Texas. It is his 22nd birthday today, so happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday, man. 22 is that golden age. At that point in time, as compared to 21, people don't know if you turned 21 a week ago or a month ago. Once you hit 22, it's like, alright, there's 21 for a year. Now, I know better.
Yeah, I mean, turning 22, it's a pretty big number, but yeah, so looking at the bands coming out, we already see Oriana in Italy coming out from Ignition Gaming, and then Ziggs is actually going to be banned from Crimson Guard and now Twitch.
I can better know what to expect from this person. So, congratulations, Hesh. You can really take a team that's behind and help them stay in the game. So, okay, so we got the final ban away as well. It is going to be the LeBlanc for Ignition Gaming here.
And still kind of waiting on that last ban from Crimson Guard, and it does come out. It does look like it is going to be Shyvana. So yeah, pretty interesting ban phase here coming out.
YOLO Swag actually did. I was really impressed with his play last game last week with the Shyvana, because he was. The Ignition didn't get a whole lot of kills, but he absolutely farmed up a storm. He ended the game with something like 350 creep score, so he knows how to go ahead and make himself an absolute monster on the half dragon lady, but he goes ahead and picks in the Braum instead.
Yep. And we see thinking about Jax, and as we know, I mean, last week we seen Thank on Riven, and he actually went 6-1-5 with 263 CS. I mean, he was a powerhouse, right? So seeing him on a very powerful top laner like Jax, I'm really excited to see what he's gonna bring to Crimson Guard in terms of, like, you know, just pure strength.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm wondering if YOLO Swag Jesus will go for the Kale. We've seen it do pretty good. We've seen 2 games out of the Kale versus Jax matchup. In the first game, Kale was able to handle the Jax, was able to get through laning phase, was able to do quite well. Second game, things were a little bit more in Jax's favor. Fortunately for Team Caliware, it was Team Cycly Fleasing that played it, but Caliware went ahead and sent their team up a couple times just to make sure the Jax didn't get rolling, so I'm very curious to see what YOLO Swag plans to play against Thank's Jax.
Right. And we do see Miggles thinking about that Corki. Hesh not quite so sure what he wants to grab. Last week we know he played Elise and was really strong. So he's got about 5 seconds left here to decide, and it does look like he is thinking about the Elise again.
Yeah, that's definitely a comfort pick for him. She's still pretty good. She she offers so much power in different areas. She can do the dragon and objective control. She can push towers fast, and she's got a great, strong early game presence. So she has a lot of power. On the other hand, though, we've got Corki here, who's been picking up steam here in the last little bit between the LCS and regular play here. I am interested to see how Soul Insight does on him, because he did pretty big last week.
Yep, and looks like we have Quick Game thinking about possibly playing Lulu. Feedly, we know that he's big on playing Urgot and Teemo in our in-house games here at the Grind Gaming community, but don't really think that he's going to be bringing that out here tonight. He's hovering over Lee Sin.
He is hovering over that Lee Sin, indeed. It's going to be the lock-in for the Lulu mid for Quick Game here. I'm surprised to see that. Oh, that's actually. he goes next. I was looking at that and being confused, but it's right. He already had the Lucian picked up for him. But I'm surprised Quick Game going to be first picking the Lulu. She's not quite as strong as I would say she was in patches past. So, don't know if she's still a first pick priority. I feel like she may have become a little bit more of a counter pick matchup instead of just a standard generalist, well-rounded pick for all situations.
Right. Soul Insight, kinda trolly with that Heimerdinger hover, and we know last week CLG Fender was playing Thresh, and Thresh right now is open. We may.
Braum.
I'm sorry, Braum.
Braum for Yellow Flag.
Yes. I'm sorry.
And we actually have the Fizz lock in, as well as the Mundo does go ahead and gets locked in. So, Yellow Swag looking to the Doctor to match up against Thanks Jax here. And Pikachu looking at the Kale, as one of our chat correspondents noted, that could very well be the support Lulu, and that could be the mid-Kale pickup here for Quick Game as well.
Yeah, I mean, it is very possible to see that come out, and switching over to Gragas.
Could be a Gragas support at the very least too. I know that Gragas has been kind of played here and there by some people as their pet project for a support champion. And instead locks in the Morgana, which I'm not sure how a Morgana does against the Braum.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's going to be really entertaining to watch. We do see Pikachu on that Morgana again. We do know that Pikachu played Morgana last week and did awesome. Pikachu had 10 assists last week, and just was a really big asset for Crimson Guard United.
Yeah, I do think that they've got a pretty well-rounded comp here for Crimson Guard. I'm kind of curious to see what Ignition's Gaming's plan is with their composition. I remember last week they had sculpted a very precise siege comp with the combination of the Ziggs, the Corki, and the Elise. But this week they kind of have a little bit different. You know, with that Fizz pickup, they're obviously going to be a lot more aggressive. Sore thumb to me though is the
yeah, and one thing I'm saying,
the Mundo versus Jax.
Yep.
Let's see how that works. So a good matchup is going to be this bottom lane as well, because Corki is going to have a lot of power that's going to be up. Same thing for Lucian. It's going to be very interesting to see how well the Morgana shields I saw yesterday in our games, where the Morgana black shields were perfectly timed to avoid the stun from the Braum. So,
right,
versus the Braum, but at the same time, Braum's just so strong right now.
Yeah, I mean, as we've seen, I think we've seen Steezy play Braum this week, and just watching Steezy play Braum, he did so well, and seeing another Braum come out, we all know the power Braum can bring, the amount of CC that he has, and just his whole kit in general is just incredibly strong. And to have him on a team like Ignition, where they can really play, off of Braum, it's gonna be, he is the tool that they need to really kind of have an edge on Crimson Guard United. As we know, both teams are extremely strong, and they don't go down without a fight. So
yep, both teams coming off a week 1 victory. So
yep.
They're both. These are the one of the top contenders currently at the moment. Still only them and Caliware are the only teams left that are currently undefeated. And, well, I guess, yeah. And so they're definitely going to be a very explosive matchup. I'm just trying to look at the comps and try to understand, again, still trying to figure out what Ignition Gaming's plans are. They definitely are going to be aggressive. The Braum pickup typically is more of a, he's this defensive specialist. He's the disengager, but Fizz is the wily assassin, and Elise kind of plays more of an assassin role as well. So I'm definitely curious to see how they play the game, because they showed such a tactical focused play style last game when they played against Team Aesthetically Pleasing.
Right. Hey, with
think
with about 5
you-
seconds left, we actually do have to get into a commercial, so we'll see you guys on the other side.
So he's a big X factor, but I'll still take them. And to add on to the bottom lane, I also think as much as Xmithy's improved, there's a mismatch in the jungle because Xmithy is still pretty much dandy light. So
Okay, so good joke, dude. Xmithy's just as good, if not a little better than Danny. I think Xmithy's so good.
Oh, so Peter, you didn't make it to Worlds, so you're practicing your stand-up career now?
Oh man. Are you practicing your Korean national bannerman? My vote's also
Coach
on
abuse.
Ozone. No, my vote, honestly, Ozone's the better team. There's only one answer to
He
this
just
question.
likes to
It's Ozone.
argue.
By the way,
Things Fika does.
choo-choo, tickets to the Korean hype train. Would you like one?
They're
There you go.
They're
There
one
you
and
go.
one, and Ozone
There you
did.
go.
Don't I
There
get
you
one
go.
for
There
free?
you go.
Dude, I
There
voted
you go.
first, get the one, dude.
There you
What
go.
the fuck? I have my own.
You got one? All right.
What on earth is Gambit going to do about that duo?
Yeah, that duo lane is incredibly powerful. And at the very beginning, I thought,
That's too long.
oh, sorry, I didn't even know Monty wanted to talk first. I just got really excited.
No,
with
go
Ray
for it,
and
go for it,
Kane.
go for it.
I'm sorry about that. I didn't even look at like the organization. I just got excited. All right.
Who will win the Season 3 World Championship, SK Telecom T1 or Royal Club?
Oh, well,
I
you know
wonder
my
who.
pick. All aboard the Korean hype train, SK Telecom T1 for the championship. Hands down, I've got my tickets here. I got tickets to the Korean hype train, and I will be giving them out. It's your last chance. First class still available, Crepo. Here, let me go ahead. I'll go ahead and punch this for you. There you go.
Thank you, Monty. I appreciate your SKT favorite, but I think it's more time for a revolution.
Well, Crepo, it's okay. I will.
We're live. All right, welcome
Alrighty,
back,
guys.
everyone.
Well, Sip. We've got Ignition Gaming versus Crimson Guard United, and I do believe that Crimson Guard is already stepping off to the weaker foot because they only have the 4 skins to the 5 skins of Ignition Gaming. So, GG, well played. Surrender FF at 20.
Yeah, and I mean, as far as the start goes, or the starting items, we do see the sweeper trinket on, or trinket on Elise. Other than that, pretty much everything is a standard start from, all the players. Everyone's littering. Everyone is
pings
littering the
coming
map
down.
with pings right now.
Much appreciated here, Crimson Guard United. That is said, I do see a lot more junglers starting with the sweeper ward start, it seems, nowadays, as compared to start. I think it's because the jungler is always interested in clearing out those wards up in top lane or their first gank squad or route.
Yep. So, it's about 1:47, and we are going to see the buffs spawn in 5 seconds here. Leeson starting at blue side, so he's probably looking for that top lane gank first. Elise doing the same. Yellowswag kind of giving him a really hard leash here. It kind of makes me wonder, are we going to see a similar and they're kind of doing the whole LCS thing where they jungle together. We see Brahmin Corki in the top lane against Jax. So, very interesting method here from Ignition. I guess we're going to have to see how it plays out for them right now. And alright, well, not too much going on quite yet. I mean, the farm is pretty much equal right now. We do see a nice wave coming up on this top lane. Let's see if Soul Insight and CLG Fender can get some good damage on this top tower.
Alright, so I'm back. Welcome back to me.
Welcome back.
And indeed. I'm interested in seeing, I don't know if you mentioned this, but I'm interested in seeing how developed Ignition Gaming's 2v1 strategy is, because there's a couple different ways of going about it. You know, there's been the traditional 3v0 fast push that was popular about a patch or two ago, and now it seems like the LCS kind of goes for more of a slow push strat, and then of course there's
we do see a gank on top lane. Soul Insight may be in trouble here. Jumping onto him, Poros next, trying to find that last Q, and he does. He's gonna go down. Poros next with the first blood.
Yeah, he's gonna go down as well, the Soul Insight, so he trades it back.
Quick Game is also in trouble. Miggles trying to get that last little punch on Quick Game. Is he going to be able to get it? Quick Game just trying to get out as fast as he can. CLG Fender comes down to assist Quick Game, and he does go down to Miggles. Ignition Gaming already taking a small little lead here, 2-1. As yeah, that was.
It's going to be very dangerous if Miggles can get really far ahead before Quick Game hits level 6. So if he's going to get to the point where he can kind of auto-kill Lulu, as it were, anyway, it's going to be really huge for Ignition Gaming and their overall strategy, because then they won't have to worry about Lulu being kind of the dead-end kill target that make it. So interested in seeing how well he does. He's already got a CS advantage even on Quick Game here, about a 10 CS to his advantage, so everything going really well here for Miggles.
Yeah, and Miggles is like one of the last people you want to get fed on Ignition Gaming, right? Fizz, such a good assassin, right? He can get to that backline, blow anyone up, and just get out. He is so good at doing that. We see Soul Insight and Hesh from Texas putting some really good damage on this top tower. CLG Fender just trying to get the creeps out, and they might be coming out with first tower here.
Yeah, but it looks like they're going to have to trade it for the Dragon, as we see Crimson Guard United grouping up a couple of men down at the Dragon here. So with that being said, it's going to be the Dragon for tower trade, which at this point in the game is probably more to the benefit of Ignition Gaming than it is Crimson Guard, but they weren't going to keep the tower anyway, so they made the good choice to go and make up for it as they could. Thanks going to go down for a little bit of damage on YOLO Swag, but just off.
Yep, and we do see 3 of Crimson Guard United in this bottom lane looking to take this tower away from YOLO Swag, and there's not going to be able, you know, he's not going to be able to do that much to defend the tower. So this does look like it's going to be a tower for Crimson Guard United.
Yeah. The recall there is Hesh sits in, and I don't know if he's going to be able to get a whole lot done, or if they're just trying to put some damage down. But right now, Ignition Gaming just seems to be everywhere on this map, as they've got they got Corky and Braum still pushing in top lane. YOLO Swag, while he wasn't able to hold tower, it does seem he was able to keep the tower takedown from happening for another wave or two.
Yeah.
Hopefully going to start seeing.
We see Poros next kind of trying to make a little bit of a play there. Just goes in, you know, Sonic Wave, and put a little bit of damage on him.
Yeah. So the question is now is who they're going to try to give the short lane to. With both these lanes missing their towers, this kind of typically opens up the shove lane. So now is where there's a lot of decisions to be made on who you donate farm to. Because when
Yeah.
you do your standard lanes, everyone farms. But when you take the early tower, it sets up a shoving trade in essence, and so it allows the teams a little bit more decision making on who gets the interested in seeing if they window get even bigger and try to just freeze lane for them, or if they're going to give it to Miggles and try to create one of those like similar to LeBlanc style split pushes where no one can fight him for fear of death.
Right. Right now we do see Miggles, you know, still ahead of the Lulu quick game in CS. He's still got a kill up. He does have the Sheen Amp Tone boots. So I mean, right now he's a lot stronger in that mid lane. And it's always good. You know, it's never bad to get a Fizz fed. And we do see a gank coming out from Pearl Snacks. CLG Fender, you forced to use that ultimate. Pearl Snacks has to use that that ultimate to get away. Miggle's going hard in the paint, mid lane. Not gonna come away with anything though. Right now, just looking at this bottom lane, we do see Feedly sitting on 74 CS, whereas Soul Insight only has 61. And you know, he already has that BF sword. He's got the Doran's Blade start with the boots. And although that Soul Insight already has a kill, now he goes to pick up his BF sword and has the Vampire Scepter.
Yeah, so this is all in all is being the better trade for Ignition Gaming. Mundo's got 20 CS on Jax, and while
Hesh is in real trouble right now. He is gonna go down from Pearl Snacks. Really good gank there from Pearl Snacks. He read the play, he knew what was happening, and he picked a perfect time to step up in Sonic Wave. Miggles picking a really bad spot to recall there. He just wasted a lot of time. And they might get the tower off this.
I don't know. Soul Insight's going to have a fair amount of wave clear, and CFG Fender's there with him.
Yep.
That was just... wish Hesh didn't flash there, because he was dead. Either way he looked at it, as soon as he dropped back down from Repel, he was a dead man. So, kind of a waste. Say that currently in the game... I've been playing the smarter game. You know, Mundo's got a huge CS advantage.